My late husband Tom and I had a rocky marriage, to put it mildly. His alcoholism cast a long shadow over our lives, and after years of struggling to hold it together, I divorced him. He passed away a few years later, having drunk himself into an early grave. It was a painful chapter, one I've worked hard to move past. I've since remarried to a kind man named Richard, but my daughter Emily hasn't warmed up to him. She was in college when we tied the knot, and her resentment toward Richard has been a constant strain. She's never been outright cruel, but her coldness and occasional sharp comments make family gatherings tense. Now, Emily's getting married, and I'm thrilled for her. She's found a wonderful partner, and I want nothing more than to celebrate this milestone with her. But as we started discussing the wedding plans, things took a turn. Emily mentioned she wanted to honor her father's memory by including a picture of Tom at the ceremony. I completely understand her desire to feel his presence on such a big day. He was her dad, and despite his flaws, she loved him. I was prepared to support that. But then she dropped a bombshell. She wanted me to sit next to his picture during the ceremony, while Richard would be seated elsewhere. She also planned for me to sit at the family table with Tom's picture, again with Richard excluded. The idea hit me like a punch to the gut. Sitting next to a framed photo of my ex-husband, who made my life hell for years, felt like a public erasure of my current marriage. Richard has been my rock, and relegating him to some distant seat while I'm positioned beside a ghost from my past felt disrespectful, not just to him but to me. I tried to explain this to Emily calmly. I told her I'd be happy to have Tom's picture displayed somewhere meaningful, like a memory table, but I wasn't comfortable with her seating arrangement. She didn't take it well. Her face hardened, and she accused me of being selfish, saying I was disrespecting her father's memory, and by extension, her. The conversation escalated quickly. She doubled down, insisting it was her wedding and her way of coping with her dad's absence. I felt cornered. The more I tried to reason with her, the more defensive she got. Finally, I said that if this was her plan, I wouldn't be able to attend the wedding. The words slipped out in a moment of frustration, but I meant them. I couldn't imagine sitting through her special day, feeling like my own life and choices were being sidelined. Emily called me a jerk, and soon enough, the family grapevine was buzzing. My sister thinks I'm overreacting, and my parents are torn, saying I should just go along with it to keep the peace. But something about this feels deeply wrong to me. I want to be there for Emily, but not at the cost of my own dignity. This isn't just about a seating chart. It's about years of unresolved grief and tension. Emily's always held on to an idealized version of her father, and I've never tried to take that from her. But I can't pretend our marriage was something it wasn't, nor can I act like Richard doesn't exist. I'm torn between supporting my daughter and standing up for myself. The thought of missing her wedding breaks my heart, but so does the idea of sitting there, pretending I'm okay with this setup. I keep wondering if I'm being too stubborn, or if Emily's the one crossing a line by pushing this arrangement. Am I the asshole for refusing to sit next to a picture of my late husband? Thanks for listening, and if you want to hear more interesting stories, just click the link below.